Hi everyone, welcome to the course Become a Business Analyst, your path to success. As discussed earlier, this course is structured around the Babok guide and for simplicity is divided into 9 comprehensive modules. We have already completed module 1, module 2 and module 3 and we are currently progressing through module 4. Module 1 provides an introduction to business analysis perfect for those new to the field or from non-IT background. Module 2 focuses on Babok knowledge area strategy analysis, where we learn how to define business needs, assess organizational capabilities, and recommend effective solution. Module 3 dives into business analysis planning and monitoring, that is BAMP, another knowledge area of Babok guide, where we explored how to plan BA work, identified stakeholder, choose the right elicitation techniques, and monitor the performance of BA activity. In the previous tutorial, we began exploring RLCM, that is Requirement Lifecycle Management, which is another knowledge area of Babok Guide, where we looked at the 5 steps involved in RLCM and covered the first 2 steps in details. To make it easy to follow along, each tutorial video is numbered sequentially. If you ever need a refresher or clarification, feel free to revisit any previous tutorial. All related documents and helpful links are conveniently provided in the video description for quick access. Now welcome to tutorial 13 of this series, where we will be diving into step 3 of RLCM, that is prioritize requirements. In this session we will explore some key techniques and approaches used to effectively prioritize requirements. So without further delay, let's begin tutorial 13 and uncover the secrets of smart requirements. Well, before we touch requirement prioritization, let us check what are features in software requirements. In simple terms, features are the big things a software system should be able to do. In simple word, they represent the main capabilities of the system. Let us take example in loan management system, a feature like apply for loan, which allows users to submit their loan application. That's the major function of the software, so we will call it as feature of that particular software. Then next, as a business analyst, we look at feature to understand what the system needs to offer to help users and the business. Well, here we identified which features are necessary so the software adds value to the business. Let us assume, for instance, if user want to track their loan status, so we would suggest feature like loan tracking, which also reduces the workload on support staff. So this is another feature. We can say that this particular feature is able to track the loan status. And next is that means while we are thinking about feature, think it like it is a main function or the section of that particular app. Means it might be the main function, main feature, or sub part of that feature as well. Means if you want to think it like that, let us consider the big buttons or menu items you see in the app. This is nothing but a feature. For example, in banking app, feature might include, you might have seen in any banking application, there are feature called or button called accounts, transfer money, support. Each one of these represent a major area of each functionality. Inside that account you will find another subtype, another sub features. So in this way, entire this software is built, and we built software feature by feature. I hope you have got a little bit idea right now what exactly feature is. And the last point is, each feature can later be broken down into smaller detailed requirement. What just I have just answered to you. Once we define a feature, we break it down so that developer know exactly what to build, means subtype of feature, and we provided it to developer and developer develop it. Again, I'll take the example for apply. If we consider the feature apply for loan, then this particular feature should include requirement like filling out form, uploading document, and receiving confirmation. Means these are the sub features of that particular main feature, we can call it. Let us collate this particular feature to the loan management system. It's quite easy. We have just seen apply for loan. This is main function. Let us assume that there is a button called apply for loan. Once we apply for loan, then inside that apply for loan there are another sub feature. Those features can perform different operations. So the related requirement which we gather as per as this particular feature is concerned, that is apply for loan, is user should be able to fill out and submit a loan application form online. Then the form should include field like name, income, loan amount, tenure and purpose. uh, Another requirement related to this feature is that user should be able to save and resume the form later. Now what happened, using these requirements developer develops features, and all this feature lies under apply for loan. So our duty is as a business analyst that gather each and every requirement in details, so that make life of developer means little bit easy, so that they don't get confused what exactly the requirement of business, because we are the one who are directly connected with business, not developers. Then another feature is your check eligibility. So on the basis of check eligibility, the related requirements are the system should calculate eligibility based on income, age, loan amount, then credit score also. So in this way, this particular eligibility means eligibility of candidate who is applying for the loan can be checked. Then show message if the user is not eligible with reason, means let us consider that credit score of any applicant is very low, which means that user applicant is not eligible for loan. Then provide that message. So we are collecting the requirement. Okay, I'll again clear you that we are collecting the requirement. We are not the one who are developing this particular features. It's developers work. And last is automatically fetch credit score using an API. Well, this is self-explanatory. And the last is, now we can call it as a sub feature of main function. We have just seen the apply for loan is a main feature. Under that main feature, upload and verify document, this feature may lie because it is a part of application process of any loan. So upload and verify document, in this user must be able to upload document in PDF and JPG format. Then system should support document type like ID proof, address proof and income proof. Admin user should be able to approve or reject the document. So this particular feature is used by both way, means the customer who is applying for the loan and someone who is checking these uploaded documents are correct or not. So basically this is all about feature, means it is what software capability is depend upon its feature, and our job is to collect the requirement on the basis of feature which is required for development of the software, and this requirement we provide to the developer. I hope now the feature, this particular phenomenon is quite familiar to you. So here onward, whenever I use the word feature, I hope you will not get confused. Now let's move prioritizing requirements. Prioritizing requirements just means figuring out which requirements are the most important and need to be done first. In means let us see, in any project there will be a long list of things stakeholder want. Means stakeholder are something, there are with them there is always need. So they have a long list of things they stakeholder wants, but we can't build everything at once because there is a time constraint, budget constraint whatsoever. So we identified which requirements are critical to the system success and should be implemented first. So we are prioritizing the requirement which is required, which we need to take first, which we can take later. Such decisions we take here. This helps us, means why we are doing this, because this helps us plan the work logically and deliver result faster. Let us check the again example of loan management system. In loan management system, the loan application submission feature would be prioritized over something like user profile customization, because it's essential to core function of the system. Means loan application submission feature we need to develop this feature first. Then user profile customization means change the photo, change the name. If you can update your mobile number, something like that, it can be done later as well. Important thing is that the first feature every developer should take their hand for development is that loan applications should be submitted. So in this way we are prioritizing the requirement. Then since we usually can't do everything at once, means what we have just seen, we focus on what brings the most value, is most urgent, or is needed to make their things work. Well, this is again very simple. Resources like time, money, and manpower are always limited. That's why we must evaluate which features deliver the highest business value, which is more time sensitive or serves as a foundation for other features. Means if we develop this particular feature, any let us consider there is a feature called A. On the basis of A, there are other features are dependent like B, C, D, E. So on the if we develop A, then only B, C, D can be comes into play. So this is also we need to consider while choosing the which feature we need to develop first, or which requirement we need to fulfill first. So this approach actually ensures we maximize impact with every release. Release means we are developing the software step by step. Means in the first step by step, or rather we call it as phase by phase. In the first phase we deploy 7 to 5 features which start working for loan management system, as we are discussing the same again and again. Then again in the next phase we develop 7 8 features. So in this way, phase by phase, we are launching it. It is called deployment process. I am using the word launching it phase by phase. So now the last point is that it helps the team stay on track and deliver what matters most to the users and business. Well, this is again quite self-explanatory. When priorities are clear, teams don't waste time on low value feature. They stay focused on delivering the most important function first, which keeps stakeholders satisfied and project moving in the right direction. So this is quite important. That's why requirement prioritization is one of the most important concept in business analysis. This happen during requirement prioritization phase is there. So that time we do such things. And the purpose we have already seen to focus development effort on what brings the business value and is doable within our limits. Well, there are lots of method of requirement prioritization, but KANO model, MoSCoW method, importance versus urgency matrix, these three are generally used and most popular in the business. So we will see one by one all these three in detail. Now let's check a KANO model first in detail. The KANO model helps categorizing features based on customer satisfaction and their impact. Which what does this mean? That basic needs means must haves. If missing custom means if we miss this, the customers are dissatisfied. What does it mean? These are non-negotiable features. User expect them by default. They don't get excited about them. Means this is another quite interesting thing. Means if we provided this particular feature by receiving this, even the user can't get excited about them. But if they are missing, user will frustrated. User means stakeholder, we can say that, or end user, we can say that, frustrated, and even leave that particular page on which they are working. For example, in loan management system, if the app doesn't allow user to submit a loan application or log in securely, the whole system fails in their eyes. Means when end user are using this particular thing, and they find that it is not safe to log in, and the submission of loan application is very tedious, then the whole system will fail. Means these are the some feature this must have in your system. So this is called as basic needs. It should be there. If it's not there, then you will face dissatisfaction from the customer. So we treat this as high priority and must have requirements. Means now it's our job. which requirements, which priority comes under the umbrella of must have, that is basic needs. And we start first developing those requirement, and then we'll think about other features also, like performance needs, means should have. More of this leads to higher satisfaction. Means what does it mean? These features directly impact user satisfaction. Means how the better they work, means it make user quite happy. It is like the smoother and faster user experience, we can say that. The better perception of the system, such things are, we can call it as a performance needs. Means it should have, if we added it, it's quite good and it gives satisfactory result to the end user. Let us take examples to get it more clear. If loan approval process is quick, transparent, and gives timely update, then user feeling that these are moving efficiently, the better this performance, the more satisfied they are. Means if a document upload process is easy, we can say that entire loan approval process is easy, and so without stucking the screen, something like that. So all these things are considerable, but not comes under the must have, but it should have, because it improve the satisfaction of the customer. So in this way we picked those particular requirement, those categorized into should haves, and put it under the umbrella of should have, that is performance need. And the last is excitement needs. This is called as delighters. These are unexpected feature but create very very high satisfaction to the customer. Well, we can call it as these are the nice surprise feature. A user even don't expect you, but absolutely love them when they see it. These are not essential. If we skip, it's fine. If we keep with us, keep in the software, it will give high satisfaction from the customer will get happy, because such things may create delight and build loyalty as well. For instance, let us imagine the system automatically suggests the best loan option based on user profile, or sends pre-approved offer. Means this is kind of delighter to them. We are providing them pre-approved offer, or which loan is suitable as per their profile. Means so in this way, in KANO model, we are categorizing requirement into three category: must have, should have, and a delighter. Now apply entirely KANO model on loan management system, and see how features are there and what are the stakeholder expectation. Well, loan application submission. Stakeholder expectation is here. User expect a simple, seamless application process. So this is the must-have feature, and it's our responsibility to develop it. Then secure payment transaction. This is another feature it must have. Means we are only focusing on loan application submission, but what happened when the customer borrow the loan from our bank, and now it's time to payment transaction, such thing, then secure payment and transaction ought to be there. So stakeholder expectation is not means something which stakeholder need to expect from us, that required for trust and compliance. So this is the stakeholder expectation from this system. Then loan status tracking. This is something, another important feature which comes under the umbrella of must have, which where customer need real time update about their role. So these are the stakeholder expectation while loan status tracking. So if we consider our loan management system, these three features should be there for developing the software. Then performance need, AI driven loan eligibility assessment. So it's faster and more accurate approval. Whether it is eligible or not, something like that, such feature can definitely help the loan management system. Then quick disbursal for eligible customer. Means customer prefer instant funds. Means if eligible customer is there, then the disbursement of loan should be very fast. It should be, as it mentioned, it should be very quick. Every Customer wants such things, because if someone is applying for loan and if they get quickly, then it's always a it shows that your system is performing very efficiently actually. Then a live chat support means this is another feature, will definitely help your software. It reduces frustration during loan processing. So these are something are important for performance improvement, and it should have, but not that much necessary, which falls under must have. But more and more or less, the should have features are also need to develop by the developer. And the last is excitement needs and delighter. Well, delighters are last, means such features are not directly, means not included in the phase 1 of the software deployment, or we can call it as a launch of the software. But slowly we can put this particular feature. These are not necessary, but if they are in the system, then customer satisfaction will touch the sky. Is something like that. Personalized loan offer, we have discussed this thing. Customer feel valued when receiving tailored loan recommendation. Then predictive EMI calculator, this is another good feature. If it is in the system, then it's well and good. It helps users to make better financial decisions. Then loan eligibility simulation, well, let customers see different borrowing option before applying. So as per their eligibility, they can see different loan offers as well. So in this way, we can say that loan management system can be categorized using the, as per as requirement prioritization, using the KANO method. So I hope now you have better idea regarding what is KANO method, and this is one of the most favorite method or most popular method in the industry. And let's check importance of KANO model now. It helps to understand customer satisfaction levels linked to different features, then distinguishes between basic needs, performance, features, and delight factors, then guide decision making by focusing on what users truly value, prevents over investing in features that won't impact user happiness, means it's saving the money, support product planning by balancing must haves and nice to have things, then enhance customer experience by identifying features that can exceed expectations. So in this way, we can say that the KANO method is quite important while we consider prioritizing requirement. Now let's move to the MoSCoW method. Well, the MoSCoW method helps categorize project requirements based on their importance. It is widely used in agile project and project management to ensure that critical features are delivered first. Well, we have already discussed what is agile methodology, and it is quite popular in the software development life cycle. Now let us check MoSCoW method in detail. For simplicity, we have divided into three columns, and first is category. The first category is must have, MO. Well, these are the essential, as word suggested that it is these are the essential feature for system functionality. Means without this system can't work. Means secure login, loan application submission, then document upload, then compliance check. So these features must be there in the software right from the beginning. Then should have, these are important but not critical, can be postponed, but it need to be added in the later phase. Means should have also not, although they are not fall under the umbrella of must have, but should have some features we are thinking about implementing in the later phase, and now and then they can be added. These are important and not critical, but again I am emphasizing the word, it is important. Like automated loan eligibility scoring, this is the example of should have. Then could have, nice to have but not essential, it can add extra value. So AI based loan recommendation, something we can say that it could have, not that much important, not that much essential, but there is value addition if we add such features in our system. And last is won't have. So these are not included in this phase, may be considered later, means not that much important. Without this our system can also work efficiently, like blockchain based loan transaction. This is a future map of the particular our project, we can say that. Now let us see why MoSCoW method matters. Well, it prevents feature overload, which ensures critical features are delivered first. Well, it's quite simple. MoSCoW helps avoid overwhelming the project with too many requirements by clearly categorizing what's essential. This ensures the team delivers the most critical feature first, improving focus and reducing unnecessary work in early phase of the project. Then next is, it helps teams focus on essential first, which prevents delay by postponing non-essential feature. By distinguishing must-haves from the less important time, means what exactly it means. MoSCoW allows the team to manage scope effectively. It avoid delays by shifting non-essential features to later stages or future release, keeping timeline on track. So this is another quite importance or help of MoSCoW method. Then last is, helps IT and business teams align priorities. Well, MoSCoW creates a shared understanding between technical and business stakeholder. It ensures everyone agrees on which features are most important, and we can say that which reduces conflicts and supports better decision making throughout the project. So that's why MoSCoW matters. Now let's go into depth of MoSCoW method using loan management system. So let us see must have features in using the MoSCoW method for loan management system, and we have given the justification as well. Secure login and customer authentication. Well, it is important because essential for data security. Then loan application submission and document upload verification. This is also very important because it is core functionality of the system. Then credit score and eligibility check, it ensures customer meet leading criteria, so this also lands under the must have. Then last is compliance and regulatory check, it avoids legal issues, so this is also must have feature which we need to take care first. Then apart from must have, then there are should have features also. Let us check those first now. AI powered risk assessment. Well, justification is there, it improves accuracy of loan approval, but it fall under should have. Automated loan approval means for pre-approved user, the justification that it speed ups the processing. Very well said, that automated loan approval is there, then it definitely speed up the process. Then integrate customer support with a chatbot, it useful for enhancing the customer experience. So these are something features which we will take later. We'll definitely take such features in the future upcoming releases. Then let us check could have. Could have means AI driven personalized loan offer, so it's improve the engagement because it make very life of means loan applicant very easy. So these are fall under could have. A mobile app version of the LMS, justification expand accessibility. Well, these two features does not block entire loan management system or stop loan management system, but if the feature which lands under could have, if we added in our system, then definitely it improves the satisfaction. And the last are won't have, blockchain based loan transition not, well, clear cut justification not required in first phase 1. So in this way we have used MoSCoW method to prioritize the requirement for loan management system, and you can use the same thing in your project also. Now let's check importance of MoSCoW method. It helps clearly prioritize requirement into must have and nice to have, ensure critical features are delivered first within the time and budget, improves communication and alignment between stakeholders and the team, makes scope management easier during tight deadline or changing needs, help define minimum viable product effectively, and support information decision making during trade-offs and compromises. So these are very important thing which MoSCoW carries, and honestly this is the most favorite method, most popular method while prioritizing the requirement. Now let's check last method of requirement prioritization, that is importance versus urgency matrix. Well, important versus urgency matrix is quite self-explanatory. We will read it out fast. The important versus urgency matrix, also known as Eisenhower matrix, in which is used for prioritizing tools that helps teams decide which requirement should be addressed first based on their business impact and time sensitivity. Well, here we have clearly dividing requirement or categorize requirement into four quadrant based on two things. One is importance, one is urgency. On the basis of importance, what we will see, how critical is the requirement to business goals and system functionality, and for urgency we will see how soon does the requirement need to be implemented to avoid delays or risk. Now let us check importance versus urgency metric in detail. For simplicity, we have divided into three columns. Sorry, four are the quadrants actually, not columns. So the first quadrant is urgent and important. Well, the description means in this particular quadrant, what should be there? Critical feature that must be implemented immediately to prevent major risk or business disruptions. So the action for such quadrant, whatever falls under the urgent and important, these are the requirement, do first. Prioritize this for immediate development. So the first quadrant is very important, then next is important but not urgent. So feature that add significant value but are not time sensitive. So we can schedule this, plan this in upcoming sprint or releases, but again I am emphasizing the word that these features are important but we can implement in the upcoming releases or upcoming sprint as well. So third is urgent but not important. Well, these are something which has low value tasks that need quick action but don't give significant impact on business goals. So these are something we categorize action, we can say that it is delegate, consider deferring or assign to a secondary team. We will see what kind of such urgent not important things are there, means with example. Then fourth is not urgent, not important. Well, features with minimal impact that do not require immediate attention, means we can eliminate or we can even defer with such requirement. Consider removing or postponing indefinitely, means there is no time, time frame is provided for this, as it is not urgent and not important. Now for simplicity, let's implement importance versus urgency matrix in loan management system and see how we have developed it. So in this way we develop the importance versus urgency matrix. So very first quadrant is urgent and important. So urgent and important, well, regulatory, we consider only one requirement here, a regulatory compliance update for loan processing. So these are the something which are very urgent, which are very important as well. Reason is quite clear, critical to meet legal standard and avoid penalties. So action for such requirement, do first, implement immediately. It should be there in the very first phase of the project. Then next is important, not urgent. Well, requirement is here AI based loan eligibility prediction. Reasoning enhance user experience but does not impact core functionality. So these are something which are important but not urgent, so we can schedule it and plan for future release. And third is urgent, not important, means these are something urgent but not that much important. See, now it will clear your idea. UI color theme customizing for a user, means it kind of related to UI team. So reasoning need quick action for branding but does not impact. Why we are consider this as urgent and not important? Reason is behind that, needs quick action for branding but does not impact core business function, means this is urgent but core functionality is what? Loan management systems core functionality is loan application, submission, check eligibility, then compliances. These are core functionality of loan management system. This is not fall under the core functionality. So it helps the business but not that much important. So action, what we can do, we can assign such things to UI UX team separately. Not we will give to the developer who are developing the loan management system. Then the not urgent, not important means gamification feature for loan repayment reward means if you are familiar with this thing that there are reward system with the credit card reward system with the loan. If we repay the our payment within the time, then they provide us 100 points, 200 points, 500 points, such reward points are there. So these features are not urgent, not important, so these are something nice to have but not essential for the operation. It can be eliminated or differ means we can say that we consider it for a later phase. Well, this is all about importance versus urgency matrix, and we can say that it is easy and it is very helpful for requirement prioritization. Let us check the importance of importance versus urgency matrix. Helps in distinguishing between critical and less critical requirements, supports better decision making under time and resource constraint, ensure urgent and high impact requirement are handled first, prevent wasting time on low priority and non-urgent tasks, improves planning and scheduling of development activities, aligns team effort with business goals and stakeholder needs. So we can say that means the importance versus urgency matrix can also be useful while working on the prioritizing requirement. Now let's move to another topic, which is not prioritizing the requirement, but once we once we receive the requirement, once we receive the goal, then how we write those requirement as a business analyst. So we put it in the SMART framework. So SMART framework is a not part of requirement prioritization, but it is a part of requirement writing, rather I called it as, or a goal writing of any organization. Well, the SMART frameworks ensure that the project goals and requirements are well defined, realistic and achievable. It prevents vague objective by setting clear criteria for success. Let us take in a simple way, the SMART framework is like a tool that helps us to set goal that actually makes sense. It makes sure we are clear on what we want to do, how we will measure it, and when we need to finish it. Means the very best example here provided. If we write a requirement like improve the loan approval process, very in a single line. So this is bad example of writing the requirement. The smart example should be reduce the loan approval time from 10 days to 5 days by automating customer income verification within next 6 months. Means it gives us two things. Now they want to reduce loan approval process from 10 to 5 days. This is something which is very clear, and they have provided the time frame as well. They have provided the next 6-month time frame for automating the customer income verification within next 6 months. So the time frame is also provided here. So we can say that this is the very smart way to give the requirement, write the requirement or write the project goal as well. Now let's divide smart into 5 different categories. First is specific, S. It clearly defined and precise. Means what is specific? It should be something which is very clearly defined and precise. This is something which we can consider with the project goal. Reduce manual loan processing time by implementing an automated verification system. So this is quite specific, and we can say that this is something way we can write the project goal or we can write the requirement. Then M means measurable, something which is quantifiable or trackable. So if we write a requirement or if we write a project goal, then it should be written like that: decrease loan approval time from 10 days to 5 days. So see, we are measuring it. 10 days, the initial thing which right now in the current phase, and 2B should be 5 days. So the requirement is quite measurable here. And the next is attainable, or we can say that achievable, means it is something realistic given resources and constraint. Means ensure 80% loan application are auto processed within the next 6 months. If someone say that 80% loan application should be auto processed in the next 6 days, next 15 days, so it is not achievable, it is not realistic. So whatever we write, it should be attainable, it should be achievable. Then next is relevant, aligned with business objectives. Something should be relevant to the business. Let us see the best example. Support the bank goal of improving customer experience and operational efficiency. So this is the goal of, this is the objective of the, banking system. Support the bank goal, improve customer experience and operational efficiency. So this is the relevant, we can say that. And the last is a time, has a clear deadline or a time frame, means something which we need to achieve within that particular period. Achieve the implementation within the next 2 quarters, means in the next 2 quarter there are few, whatever the features we have included, it should be implemented in the next 2 quarters. We are specifically here, we have implemented smart for project goal, means higher level requirement, we can say that. Not, we are not going into detail, we are talking about the project goal. Similarly, you can use smart for requirement also. So the time frame means, they have provided the time frame that within next 2 quarter, whatever we have decided for loan management system, it can be achieved, but it should be attainable, means they have provided us good time frame. Again, they have not, it's something not that they have provided 1 month, within 2 months that entire project should be launched. So each and every point, each and every category of smart should correlate with each other, and which makes smart uh, requirement, we can say that. Now let's see the importance of smart. It's avoid ambiguity in project requirement. Well, very well said. It helps make sure we are all on the same page about what need to be done. No more confusion about what exactly is expected. Ensures alignment with the business priorities. Well, this is again important. It makes sure the goal match what most important for the business, so we are working on the right things in the project. Then helps track progress using measurable KPIs. Well, it gives us to check if we are moving in the right direction by measuring things that actually matter. Means something we are put some parameter, on the basis of that we can measure that we are on a proper track or not. So in this way we can say that smart gives us clear and actionable goals, and it is very much popular while writing the requirement and writing the project goal. Or we need to take consideration that whatever requirement or project goal we are writing, it should be specific, measurable, attainable, means achievable, relevant, and time, within the time frame. Well, with smart method, let's wrap up this tutorial. We have covered how to prioritize requirement using KANO model, MoSCoW, and importance versus urgency matrix. And we also made sure our goals and requirement follow the SMART rule. These tools helps us stay focused, make better decisions, and deliver real value. Hope this makes prioritizing a whole lot easier. By now, you should have a good grasp on how to prioritize requirement the right way. In the next tutorial, we will go deeper into how to access requirement changes and manage approval process effectively. So stick around, it's going to be interesting. So before we wrap up, just one last thought to leave you with. Thanks a ton sticking around. If this video helped you even a little, don't forget to hit like button, share it with your friends, and drop any questions you have got in the comments. I love hearing from you. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button and let's keep exploring the awesome world of business analysis together. Catch you in the next one. Thank you very much.